thank BPI France and Business France and Proparco and AFD and the French African Foundation that have turned this place upside down. Big round of applause for them. And I want to say, dear Minister Jerusalem, how important this day is. It's an important day, it's a great day for Kenya and France. It's a great day for Africa and France, and it's a great day for you.
The same region of GDP. We have to break this cycle, and that is what we are working with.
But over the past 10 years, under the influence of President Macron, we have completely reshaped this relationship between France and its African partners, transforming it.
Showing the world what is possible. A national grid at 90% of renewable energy, not an aspiration, today's reality. Kenya is proving that becoming a regional energy hub is built on a foundation of bold policies and infrastructure.
Eh.
William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Emmanuel Macron, President of the French Republic, His Excellency Bassirou Diomaye Faye, President of the Republic of Senegal, and His Excellency Duma Boko, President of the Republic of Botswana. Thank you all. Thank you all. You may sit, please. And I really want us to take just a few seconds to realize what's happening on the stage. We have not one, not two, but 4 heads of state here on the stage, pledging to make sports and football a real engine for the development of our beautiful continent. So allow me to start with you, Excellence Président Faye. Permettez-moi de me tourner vers vous à présent. And to everyone in the audience, the next question and segment will be in French.
Du sport et du développement. Vous l'avez relevé l'année 2026.
Boko. So you stepped into leadership at a time when the world is looking at Botswana as a hub for innovation and stability. We know that sport is a massive soft power tool. And so can you tell us, how can your country use its success on the track, I want to say, to unlock new offers?
Of the summit, recognize President Macron, co-host, recognize my good friend and brother, Diomaye Faye, President.
Now we're going to Kigali, and now we're going to Botswana as well. Thank you so much. Excellence, Président Macron. Permettez-moi de me tourner vers vous.
C'est vrai. Kipchoge and Sawe, I mean, c'est quand même le pays où on court le marathon en moins de 2 heures.
President Ruto, because we've mentioned it, we are really standing in the home of sports legend. Earlier today, we make sport as powerful an economic engine as tech and finance, and what is your commitment to making this transition a reality?
Thank you very much. President Macron, my good brother Boko, President of Botswana, President Faye, friends. Good afternoon or is it good evening, and welcome to the Nairobi University. Just so that you know, Nairobi University is my alma mater. I came here first day, 14th of July 1987. I stepped in those grounds there and registered myself as a student here. I have been a student ever since. I did my undergrad here, I did my postgraduate here, I did my
Bonjour and Jumbo. I'm Stavros Nicolau, and I'm in the healthcare business.
Clear now about our commitment at Eutelsat. We're, as I was saying, having heavy investments in the continent, in many countries.
The need to have health security on our continent. We produced, as Aspen, the first COVID vaccine produced here in Africa by an African company. We were the first in the Southern Hemisphere.
Thank you so much for let's go! I can't hear you. I'm better. Don't man nobody like work, but you must hustle if you want job. If no finish, they want fighters. If them that run, they not too culture. I know they from say are too righteous. No come they from say are too like me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Go my mind on my money. The red dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my guy, no one here could be one telling me, could be one my fantasy. They wanna check in my topic, they rush. Either rush, well, it'll be mine. Nobody make my topic, they rush. The calm money we touch, yeah. Either rush, well, it'll be mine. Nobody make my topic, they rush. There's no darling in us.
Some order. Kindly, if we can clear, we appreciate that you have a job to do, but also we would like to just have some semblance of order as we begin this session. So please, let's clear. Kindly, let's clear. Kindly. We request that we all clear from the front. We still have a few of you at the front. Please, let us clear so that we're able to take the anthems and give them the due respect that they deserve. Starting with the French national anthem, followed by the Kenyan anthem, and also the AU anthem finally. So we'll start with the French national anthem, Kenyan anthem, then the AU, the anthems. May I request that we may now take our seats.
Puis-je vous demander, mesdames et messieurs, de
Your
bien vouloir vous asseoir.
Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto,
Excellence,
President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. Your Excellency Emmanuel Macron, President of the French Republic. His Majesty King Letsi III, Kingdom of Lesotho. Your Excellency Paul Kagame, President of Rwanda. Your Excellency Alassane Ouattara, President of Côte d'Ivoire. Your Excellency Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of Egypt. Your Excellency Faustin Archange Touadéra, President of Central African Republic. Your Excellency Azali Assoumani, President of Comoros. Your Excellency Abiy Ahmed Ali, President of Ethiopia. Your Excellency Felix Tshisekedi, President of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Your Excellency Mohamed Ould Zohani, President Mauritania. Your Excellency Mohamed Al-Menfi, President Libya. Your Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, President of Zambia. Your Excellency General Mamadi Odumai, President Guinea. Your Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of Nigeria. Your Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai, President Liberia. Your Excellency Bassirou Diomaye Faye, President Senegal. Your Excellency Mahamat Idris Deby Itno, President of Chad. Your Excellency Duma Gideon Boko, President of Botswana. Your Excellency Darman Gakul, President Mauritius. Your Excellency Dramani Mahama, President Ghana. Your Excellency Chapo, President Mozambique. Your Excellency Rinariana, President Madagascar. Your Excellency Antonio Guterres, Secretary General, United Nations. Your Excellency Aziz Akonoj, Prime Minister Morocco. Your Excellency Russell Mino Dlami, Prime Minister Eswatini. Your Excellency Americo d'Olivier dos Ramos, Prime Minister Sao Tome. Your Excellency Sarah Zafan Zefri, Prime Minister Tunisia. Your Excellency Mwigulu Lameck Nchemba, Prime Minister Tanzania. All Vice Presidents present. Your Excellency Ambassadors, Heads of Delegation, Country Representative, Development Partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellencies, at this point where we see Africa moving forward, it is a day that will be marked in history as a change has begun. Allow me, Your Excellencies, at this point to invite Vivian Onano, who is going to be our moderator for this session. Vivian Onano is one who needs no introduction. She's an award-winning journalist and also has many other things that she has achieved in her accolades. Let's put our hands together as we welcome Vivian Onano, our moderator this morning. A good clap for her, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mike Gitonga, for the kind introduction. Excellencies, heads of states and governments, distinguished ministers, captains of industry, members of the diplomatic corps, fellow young leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Bonjour, bon dia, salam alaikum. Welcome to the Africa Forward Summit 2026 under the theme Africa-France Partnerships for Innovation and Growth. It is my distinct honor and privilege to serve as the moderator for this presidential opening session. Please allow me to begin by expressing sincere appreciation to our co-host, Son Excellence, Monsieur Emmanuel Macron, President de la République Française, Son Excellence, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President de la République du Kenya. Please join me in giving their excellencies a warm round of applause for their leadership and commitment to strengthening a renewed Africa-France partnership grounded in mutual respect, mutual cooperation, and shared prosperity. A big round of applause to their excellencies. Excellencies, we gather here today at a defining moment in global history. The world is resetting, And increasingly, Africa is becoming central to what comes next. Today, Africa is the youngest continent on Earth, with a median age of just 19 years. By 2050, 1 in 4 people in the world will be African. This is not simply a demographic reality. It is one of the greatest economic opportunities of our time, if properly invested in. Otherwise, it also risks becoming a major liability. Because when we speak about Africa Forward, we are fundamentally speaking about our young people. Young Africans are already driving transformation across this continent. And this was clearly demonstrated yesterday at the Youth Future Makers Forum, where both President Macron and President Ruto actively engage with young leaders and entrepreneurs. And with greater investment in education, innovation, entrepreneurship, Africa has the potential to become one of the defining economic growth stories of the 21st century. Excellencies, how do we go from the amazing potential that we have to where we need to be at unprecedented scale and speed? Excellencies, as a young Kenyan, as someone privileged to have studied at Sciences Po Paris, and as someone who has had the opportunity to travel across more than 40 countries in Africa and continues to actively engage with young people and leaders from both Africa and Europe, I genuinely believe that this moment matters deeply for Africa, for France, and for the future of international cooperation itself. Because this summit represents possibility. The possibility of moving beyond old assumptions and building partnerships based on co-creation, co-investments, innovation, trust, and shared growth. This is strategic partnership. Africa today is experiencing one of the fastest rates of urbanization in human history, yet without a commensurate pace of industrialization. Historically, countries such as France achieve sustained prosperity through the combination of demographic growth, urbanization, and industrial transformation. Africa has the demographic dynamism, urban momentum, and now we need to accelerate the rate of industrialization at the required scale to meet the continent's extraordinary potential today and for the future. Ultimately, the Africa Forward Summit will not be measured simply by speeches and declarations, but by delivery, by investments unlocked at scale, by industries built at scale, by opportunities created at scale, because Africa Forward is not simply a slogan. It must become a commitment to build an Africa that works for its young people, an Africa that competes globally, an Africa that industrializes sustainably, and an Africa that helps shape the future of our world. This is the Africa we want. Excellencies, as I welcome our distinguished leaders to come and deliver their official statements, it would be great to reflect on a number of defining questions. What model of growth will define Africa's future prosperity? How can Africa industrialize at scale in ways that are more sustainable, more inclusive, and more competitive? How do you ensure that the partnership between Africa and France is truly equitable, future-oriented, and capable of delivering shared prosperity in an increasingly complex and competitive world? Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct honor to welcome to the stage our first speaker, who is our gracious host and co-convener. He is a champion for African economic transformation, an increasingly influential voice in shaping Africa's place in the world, and is very committed to positioning Africa not at the margins of the global economy, but at the very center of its future. Please welcome to the stage His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya. Karibu, Mr. President. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you.
Your Excellency Emmanuel Macron, President of the French Republic and co-chair of the Africa Forward Summit 2026. Excellencies, heads of state and government, honorable ministers, captains of industry, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It is a profound honor and privilege to welcome you to the Africa Forward Summit 2026 here in Nairobi, Kenya, the cradle of humankind, the birthplace of our shared human history, and the origin of wonder. Wherever you come from, you are not merely visiting. You are returning to the very beginnings of humanity. And so, with warmth, friendship, and pride, I say to you all, welcome home. Bienvenue chez vous, karibuni nyumbani.
Welcome home.
We gather, ladies and gentlemen, at a profound, consequential moment in global affairs. The foundations of international order are being reshaped by deepening geopolitical divisions, persistent conflicts, economic volatility, climate pressures, and widening inequalities. Long-standing assumptions about global stability, cooperation, and prosperity are being tested as never before. At the same time, shifting centers of influence, changing trade alignments, and the reconfiguration of global supply chains are redefining the architecture of the world economy itself. Yet, in moments such as this, fragmentation cannot be the answer, nor isolation the strategy. The times before us demand stronger cooperation, renewed multilateralism, and partnerships grounded not on hierarchy, but in sovereign equality, mutual respect, and shared responsibility. It is not how we do it. It is in that spirit that we convene this summit, grounded in our shared conviction that enduring partnerships must not be built on dependency, but on sovereign equality, not on aid or charity, but on mutually beneficial investments, and not on extraction or exploitation, but on win-win engagements. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Africa and France have a unique opportunity to forge a forward-looking partnership that delivers shared progress while advancing Africa's long-term economic transformation. Africa approaches this summit not from the margins of global affairs, but as a strategic actor in its own right, endowed with vast natural resources, expanding markets, and one of the greatest reservoirs of youthful talent and innovation anywhere in the world today. We all know by the year 2050, 1 in every 4 people on earth will be African. That reality alone will shape the future of labor, will shape the future of markets, urbanization, energy demand, and global economic growth. Over the course of this summit, our deliberations will focus on priorities fundamental to Africa's development trajectory and long-term prosperity. Among them, domestic mobilization of resources for Africa's development at scale, reforms of the international financial architecture, development of transport, logistics, and connectivity infrastructure, energy transition, and green industrialization, and of course, youth skills development to foster creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, and AI-driven transformation. First, we must confront with honesty and urgency the question of how Africa finances its own transformation. The era in which Africa's development was principally framed through aid, dependency, and unsustainable borrowing must give way to a new paradigm grounded in investment, innovation, domestic resource mobilization, and strategic partnerships built on sovereign equality and mutual benefit. Because Africa is not part of the global problem, Africa is in fact the solution to the global challenges that exist today, including those of Africa. Our continent possesses vast natural resources, critical minerals, fertile land, immense renewable energy potential, expanding consumer markets, dynamic entrepreneurs, and the youngest population in the world. What Africa requires today, friends, is not charity, but investments, not extraction, but value creation, not dependency, but mutually beneficial partnerships capable of unlocking shared prosperity. That is the essence of the Africa Forward Summit. It is about recalibrating Africa's place in the global order. It is about redefining engagements with Africa, including with long-standing partners such as France, away from outdated models of aid and asymmetrical dependency towards a framework anchored on investment, enterprise, innovation, industrialization, and mutually beneficial cooperation. And we are very clear about this. The current international financial system remains structurally unequal. African countries continue to face disproportionately high borrowing costs, constrained access to concessional financing, and distorted risk perceptions that are frequently disconnected from economic realities that exist in this continent. The bias embedded within global credit rating systems continue to penalize African economies, increase the cost of capital, and discourage long-term investment into productive sectors. This imbalance is neither sustainable nor just. It is one of the principal constraints on Africa's ability to finance infrastructure, industrialization, climate adaptation, and economic transformation at the scale that is required. That is why Africa has supported the establishment of the African Credit Rating Agency, an important step towards ensuring fairer, evidence-based, and context-sensitive assessment of African economies and investment opportunities. Its purpose is not to replace existing global institutions, but to correct long-standing distortions in risk perception that continue to increase the cost of capital for African countries and continue to discourage long-term investment into productive sectors. At the same time, we must recognize that the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund alone cannot finance Africa's development ambition. We have to be realistic. Even as reform efforts continue, the scale of Africa's transformation requires us to rethink the sources, structures, and instruments of development finance itself. Africa must increasingly finance Africa. Let me repeat that. Africa must increasingly
Change your mind and come back home. Somebody love. Nairobi, how you feeling tonight? Ooh, yeah, yeah. All right now. Let's go. Are you ready now? Make some noise now. Extra pressure, baby, when you whine and pause. You're killing the boy now. I say you're killing the boy, of course. Said you're killing the boy now. Extra pressure, baby, when you whine and pause. You're killing the boy, of course. You're killing the boy, of course. You're killing the boy now. So listen, I had to put my life on pause and follow you where you're going. And if I make you my business, I suffer no loss. Cause I'm in love and it's showing. No false, can't separate. Baby, no law, keep me away. I take you on board. Pretty baby, I give you something to live for. My girl. Extra pressure, baby, when you whine and extra, you're killing the boy now. I say you're killing the boy, of course. Said you're killing the boy now. Extra pressure, baby, when you whine and you're killing the boy, of course. You're killing the boy, of course. You're killing the boy, do it. Slow down, baby, before you get my baby. And you gon' make the man them go crazy. Akecha kucheka na mimi. Juneza, ajuko sikuamini. You say you wanna bam bam with me. Of course. You wanna chop this money. Of course. She wanna call me daddy, oh. I can give you sugar, sugar, sugar. And I can put you on top. Put you on top. Put you in the zone, zone. Oh, baby, chop it, don't stop it, you're the sauce on top. Baby, extra pressure, baby, when you whine and extra, you're killing the boy now. I say you're killing the boy, of course. Said you're killing the boy now. Extra pressure, baby, when you whine and you're killing the boy, of course. You're killing the boy, of course. You're killing the boy now. Are you ready now? Kutoka alo ase tulipatana bongo ikoche kwa zangu bichi nalo upepo wa bahari. Alinipita kama meli, anayumba yumba kidondo sa kishenzi. Wapi? Oh, Mikocheni. Nikamfuata utadhani zombie. Habari gani mbona ukoloni? Jina ni gani akasema Zari. Nikamwambia aje. Kamwambia kwangu ni na nimshike wapi njo. Tunataka moyo wangu we. Watangoja sana wakidhani ya tutachana. Mina yeye tumeshaivana. Naichapa siku na mchana. Na yani namaanisha kwamba tushawana na yeye. Samitu na yeye. Tushawana na yeye. Samitu na yeye. Tushawana, tushawana, tushawana. Tushawana, tushawana, tushawana. are suffering. All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering.
Enemies, frenemies, miss me with their energy. You never know me, don't like me, no apology. The jealousy, watching me go overseas. You will never know no peace. Let me win, but let me win. Winning this economy. Prepare a table for me right before my enemies, so they can see I'm living in my prophecy. I will never know no shame. No one up and down, Jama, Kiniende, Apawaganga. When you put on your mouth, who are killing you, Wakoyananga. Papa Sairanga, Papa Sairanga. Oh, mommy, when you're Zaibe, oh, mommy, when you're Zabande.
All my enemies are suffering.
Oh, no.
All my enemies are suffering.
See them with the hand of God.
All their plans are scatter.
Oh, say.
All my enemies are suffering.
Yeah, yo.
All my enemies are suffering.
I love you.
All my enemies are suffering.
Covered with the blood of the Lord.
All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering.
I see the stars align. I see my enemies I shoot on sight. How they smile by day, they scheme by night. Guy, they will never dim my light. Let me win, let me win. And sing a song of victory. Prepare a supper for me right before my enemies. They Judas me, they're trying to kiss me on my cheek. They will never steal my shine. No one ever got down, walking in there, when you know me, I'm out, who are killing me, Papa Sairanga, Papa Sairanga, oh, mommy, when you're Zaibe, mommy, when you're Zabande.
All my enemies are suffering.
Oh, no.
All my enemies are
See them with the
suffering.
hand of God.
All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering.
Yeah, yo.
All my enemies are suffering.
Oh, no.
All my enemies are
Covered with the
suffering.
blood of the Lord.
All their plans are scatter.
Oh, say.
All my enemies are suffering.
Let's go now.
All my enemies are suffering.
Hands in the air now.
All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scatter.
Oh, say.
All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scatter. All my enemies are suffering.
Nairobi, are you ready tonight? Repete, 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 yeah. Try, yeah. A legendary time catch a wine up pasando in a bamba. Na siwezi sema sana, tena siwezi bonga sana. I never had a type in my life, been a vibe, no ne bamba. Na siwezi wacha nyama, ilo waskulagi sana. Leo silali, niko kesha mitungi na washa na choma. Tena sijali, yamewashinda yao yetu wataweza. Leo silali,
nikizima data siwasikize hao. Hapa Nairobi mini professor, wajue yo hakuna na mambo ya kujojo. Oh my Lord, najua Mungu tatulinda, naomba baby. Leo silali, it's your birthday tonight, agizia dorime biliali, hakikisha yo bila sipewe mwingine. Leo silali, it's your birthday tonight, agizia dorime na tambali, ubabu chuma upande mwanaume mashine, hali mashine watati, oh watatupenda refari, uliza kipenga watati, oh watatupenda refari, uliza kipenga. Nairobi, are you ready now? Let's go. Repete, 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 repete. Watati watatupenda Nairobi.